Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Nadia and I'm back with another Married at First Sight video. Okay, you guys, so this episode overall was meh. I feel like it was okay. It gave a little bit. We got a lot more insight on everyone's personalities so that we can kind of see. I think we can get a good look on how this season is going to go. Okay. All right. So first, I want to talk about how Jose and Rachel, they didn't waste any time getting in between the sheets and doing what you do when you under the sheets. So they made it very clear to me. I don't know. That's just what I got. So my thoughts on the couples, I kind of want to go over that a little bit first. We gonna get into that a little bit. So Jose, I feel like he says his family says, oh, he likes structure. He has perfect credit. Like, he's just on top of his business. And Rachel is too. However, her life, Mama tried to warn him without warning him. If you know what I mean, that her girl is messy. She don't really like to clean up behind her stuff like that. So that's that with that, you guys. Okay, so who's next? Let's talk about Gil and Marla. Y'all, I'm trying to give Marla a chance. I'm really trying to give it a good go. I ain't feeling her too much. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not feeling her too much. I feel like she's open-minded about 2%. Like, she's very close-minded, and everything is about money and material things. It's like it just always seems to come up. And then for her to, I thank God that she was honest about her being moody, but sis, you bitchy. Like, like, you're hard to deal with and you lie to yourself about it, when you get around certain people. Because she got in front of Gil and was like, like she got in front of Gil and was like, oh, that's not how I am. But yes, that is how you are. That's how you are. And she just seems like very uptight, very like, she just need to let her hair down. And Gil, I just feel like this ain't what he signed up for. This is not what he signed up for. And I'm really liking him, but I hope that moving forward that he really kind of like put his foot down and but to me, it seems like he's trying to like absorb it all, like trying to take in and see really how his new wife is before. It don't even seem like they kissed yet. Have they kissed, y'all? So yeah, there's that. It was very touching to see how Gil, he shared that traumatic experience of having, lose a parent that way. And I'll give Marla some credit. She opened up as well in that moment because they experienced similar things. So I really feel like this season the experts really try to go with people who have a lot in common. So there's that. Brett and Ryan, they're awkward.com. They so awkward, y'all. They are so freaking awkward. I'm just like, it's cringy. Is it not cringy? It's cringy every time they're on the screen. It's just like, y'all ain't, I don't know. Brett to me is more like a realist. She seems authentic. She seems down to earth. Like, I really like Brett. But Ryan, it just seemed like I don't know how to read him yet. Like, maybe it's just the introvert, and I get it. Like, I am very introverted in a lot of ways, but Ryan is like, he's moving like, I'm going about this because this is my last option, but I'm still reserved to. But I don't know, maybe that's just because of the editing. Maybe I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt as well. Zach and Michaela, y'all, I really feel like they really gonna cut up. They're gonna show their ass. They're gonna take the place of Paige and Chris. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. Okay, so Michaela has already said, look, I'm not jealous, but I'm possessive. Girl, you do too much. You don't own anybody. People do and should be able to do whatever they please. You get what I'm saying? So for her, the whole possessive stuff, and he was just like, oh, well, if that means she's possessive, then that means she really cares about me. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's very toxic. And they're gonna send us on a ride. I can already see it. And one thing I want to point out, one thing that I do want to point out is how when Zach was with Michaela's sisters, and they made it a point to say that Michaela is the baby of the family, and we all know how the baby of the family is in most families. And they basically said, I want an enabler. Like, we want her to have an enabler. Like, we're not focused on trying to change Hurricane K. We're not focused on that part. We just want you to take her ass off of our hands. That's what I got. Is that what y'all got? Because that's what I got. Okay. And he's so dumb. Like, he's sitting there like, oh, I want to be a protector. There's a big difference between a protector and somebody who's allowing people space and opportunity to cut up, to act ridiculous, and toxic. So that I can see it now, you guys. They're setting it up real nice. They setting it up real nice for the build up. It ain't gonna be like last year how Paige and Chris, it was like, bam, first day we knew, it was drama from. No, this is a slow and steady burn with these two. Okay. Zach's family admitted that he's a brat. He's the family of the family. He's the young one of the family. So 2 brats, 2 babies of the family, y'all do the math, because it's gonna math. It is gonna math. Okay, so that's that. Ryan didn't have any questions for Brett's family. That's a red flag, because you just married a whole ass stranger and you don't have any questions, sir. You're not gonna ask. You haven't laid down and thought about something, and then in the daytime was like, hey, I think I'm gonna ask this, or I'm wondering this. That's a red flag for me. So, y'all, I'm sitting here looking down at my notes. I put it on my phone this time. We got a new setup. I know y'all noticed the new setup. Okay, is it giving? This is the perks of being engaged to an editor. Okay. Johnny is, he expresses how upset he is that he doesn't really have the support of his dad, and, it's killing him, it's burning him. He really want that. And Bao was like, look, I'm gonna do whatever it take. Like, daddy gonna like me. Okay? Daddy is gonna feel me. Daddy is gonna, I'm gonna win him over. I'm gonna wear what I need to wear, say what I need to say, because I know that this means a lot to you. And I like how Johnny reciprocates that. Like, he's very straightforward with Bao. However, he's still very gentle in his approach. And I feel like that's very difficult for a lot of people, because, some people just want what they want, and you can either take it or leave it. But his approach is very gentle. He's just like, look, these are my needs. This is what I want. However, I'm willing to move at your pace, because again, we are strangers. Speaking of strangers, Merla came have a scene with Gil or a scene with in the confessionals without mentioning the fact that they're strangers. She getting on my nerves. Y'all already know. She getting on my damn nerves already, okay? So, like, you didn't just sign up for to be married at first sight. So, yeah, I don't know. She it's like very on brand for her because, you know, at their, you know, shout out to the Keys. You know, I'm a Floridian, so the Keys is very nice. They went to the Keys for their honeymoon, and again, I feel like with Married at First Sight, they usually go to like some like Caribbean island, or they go to some like off, you know, some island. They go somewhere, but due to COVID, you can tell, you know, okay, let's keep it beachy, let's keep it very honeymoony. So I feel like the Florida Keys was like a perfect. That was perfect. It worked. So Merla already turning off. She's already turning off Ryan because apparently she showed out. Okay, she showed out on the plane over, and you can tell he was so turned off. He was just like, I cannot believe she embarrassed me like this on these people plane. How could she? Like, how could she? Like any other time, I would have been 2 fingers in a spread, okay? But he hung in there, but you could tell he was very disappointed, and she was in the bed trying to make it up, trying to make excuses, oh, I'm so glad you supported me, this is and that. But that ain't cute. That ain't cute for nobody grown. I'm sorry. You know, I understand people have things that they're fearful of, but it turned them off. It just strictly turned them off. And it probably would have turned me off too, because I don't like being embarrassed. I don't like being embarrassed in public. I'm sorry, I don't. Most people don't. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, she showed her ass on the plane, y'all. Merla sitting there complaining. She's sitting there complaining about it not being a luxury hotel and how it looked like senior citizen. And in her defense, it did look like it. I'm not gonna lie. From the outside, I don't know, maybe because it was nighttime, we couldn't really see, but from the outside, it did. It low-key did. However, that's not why you're there. You're there to get to know your husband, somebody you just married 48 hours ago. You're there to find out, hey, is this the person that I want to spend my life with? Like, you're supposed to be there to get to know him. And he's there, you can tell he's open and he's trying to figure out who his wife is. And all you want to do is bitch and complain about how you don't like the hotel. See that right there? It ain't it. It ain't hot. It ain't hot. It's not attractive. It's not. I don't care how high maintenance you are. You know you're on a TV show. Like, you know what you're there for. Don't lose sight of that. Like, don't lose sight of that. So she will work that last nerve. She will definitely work that last nerve. So Bao, she didn't want to sleep in the same bed with Johnny. Now, this is going to be a huge problem for them because he's already talked about how he craves and he really needs that physical touch. That is his love language. And then you're paired with somebody who they're not really trying to make that effort to meet that need. Like, don't get me wrong, not everybody is all sappy, you know, lovey-dovey, because I'm one of the ones. Like, I'm one of those women. Like, I'm affectionate, but it's like, you know, it's like, okay, after a while, like, gone. Like, okay, now, like, and then that's it. Like, not all the time, but I'm just saying, like, I get her. However, like, you gotta try. You gotta try. You are married. Like, they kill me when they say, you know, they want to go through all these traditional standards and have all these traditional rules, or at what point in time you're supposed to know each other before you do this, but you've chosen the most unconventional way to be with somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? What exactly does that look like? I guess, it is what you make it. It is, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm not by any means saying that she should do something that she's not comfortable with. However, I can just see where this finna go wrong. Because bruh, he said he want some of that. And she talking about let's sleep in another bed. So y'all tell me about that. Y'all tell me how that's gonna work. So yeah, that's so-called, I'm ready for the honeymoon. They've already segued into the honeymoon, so that's good. But I'm really, 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 really ready to get into more of the honeymoon, like, how these personalities develop. They kind of already touched on the fact that Brett and Ryan, they haven't been intimate yet, and he's starting to get impatient about it. And then we already know Michaela and Zach been getting it on, and we already know Rachel and Jose been tearing it down. You get what I'm saying? So we already know this, but there's still a few couples that haven't made it to that point yet. Zach, supposedly he might have, the C. You get what I'm saying? He may have that. So, which I don't get either, because you would think they would be COVID testing, during filming. You would think that they would be really monitoring where they went, and it is what it is. Maybe it's just for TV. I don't know what it is, but we about to see. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. It feels good to be back in this way. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Comment and like and subscribe, you guys. And until next time, bye.